Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to work on Messenger app. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm trying to mount is run this Mongo server. So by typing Mongo D, and this is running a Mongo database, and then open new tab in my terminal, change to project. Alright, chat app. And here we got the two folder. Its app is a React for an app. I'm server is the backend. Alright, so the first thing I'm trying to change to server on npm run dev, and this merge we have automatically refresh when we change any code in our backend server. And open new tab on my terminal and change to app and write npm star to run the app, React app. Okay. So cool, so our app is running. So the first thing I'm trying to log in with my email address, password 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right, cool, this works. And here I'm trying to open a new Google Chrome, try to log in with Calvin. 3000. Alright, this is Alex. And now you can see what we have done in the last video about online and offline stores. And now you can see, check in Firefox, you can see Alex is online. And trying to try out, and I'm trying to log in. As this you can see Alex is offline, and here I'm trying to do Calvin. Right, with Calvin 1, 2, 3, and 4 is enter, and now you should see and Calvin is online. Or if you want to make a new notification on the top of application and show up, or to make sure you should see much better or who is calm online, calm offline. Cool. So that is how we did in last video about user online and offline. Cool. So in this video, I'm trying to make a create connection or sign in, but we now no more sign out when the user is not logged in, and we have a create account. Now let's try to open a project in my web storm, and here is the app, React app, and we got so far in user form. In user form, we got a form with a login. So now I'm trying to do is when user click on the button create account, we show up a register form. So let's add a couple things in our state. So by default, I'm trying to add is a login equal to, and so that means in a render function we can get is a login. So by default is login is true. That means default we display login form, and all the way we show up the user form, user register form. So when user hits create account, so for now we can connect it to an event on click. That should be to function. I'm right directly inside this button. So cool. So this is trying to this is set state. Alright, so it's a login equal 4. That means now it change state of the login to register. So alright, so we can do this by, so if we got one line of code by check it if is a not is a, so if is a login. So when user is display, we display this button when user is the login, and all the way don't show it up. Okay. So right, so this came trying take at where. So if it's a login, so it's either it's sign in all the way. Right, create account. So that should work. Alright, once check this. And so let's refresh this, sign in, click on it, we show up, then create account. Right, click it again, click create account, no more buttons, sign in, and create account, and click sign in. Cool. So couple things we need to do is when user click on the create an account, we show up couple thing in the name. So right, so let me copy that. So right, I don't want to copy it. So type it right div last name equal from item, and so far we got an label, right? So we name and input. The input type should be text and value should be right. I'm using loadout function, get user and default name and default, give a default an empty string. So we have the type right name equal name. Right. Okay. So alright, so we got a user object. Now we have to add a new field to user object. Before we got a user with a name equal empty string, and that means in this case we got a new name label and value, so get user name and on change. So we get it on change by this on text field change is the same, so we call it on text field change. Okay, so let's see. Click on sign in. I'm trying to create a new account. So show up the name. Alright, again, when I sign in, should be not display this. So default we don't show up the name. I can check it by if not if is a login. If not is a login, and then we show this. And otherwise return is new value. Okay, so we got a placeholder, your name, full name. So something like that. Default name will not show up. Click on this, we got a name, create an account. So when the button submit, we got this. When on the submit, we got core store prop and user is a login. So in this case, if user a login, let's copy that. If is a login and we do this, and otherwise we call to store.register. And so we don't have a store register user, so we have to create it in our store and create new, and so where is the login? I want to make a register in the nearly login, so we can do it easily later. So the register with for now I'm trying to register with the user object, and so nice. In this should be a promise function, return new promise, resolver reject. Alright, cool. And so we got this to do user email and password. In this case, I'm trying to do d.service.port. We got port endpoint is API user, and this should be I got problem with my keyboard and it's automatically show up. So fix it later. So API user with port with user. Alright, got it. And then we got user. Okay, so we got again reaspect is user, and so okay, we got a user. So console log, make a temporary console log user created with the user. So my keyboard is problem, but don't know why. Should fix it later. So console log, and in this case you can cast this. Alright. arrow. Right, so we do return resolver, reject, sorry, reject. Right, arrow. Oh, it's simply going to do return reject. Alright, an arrow, create your account. Alright, all the work I can do here, it should be return resolver. Right, exactly user object. So cool. Now let's see in the form. So register with the user object we got in state with the name, email, and then you can create this. Then should be user. Right, user, and here then user. So in this case, user is successfully. So the first thing you need to do is right, method set body equal to method null, and here it's do by set state. For example, I'm trying to set state with the method. Alright, so to be an object with body equal user created, and with the type now should be success. Okay, so let's try that. And here, let's see, open the console, we should see something. Now I'm trying to create a new account. For example, it's David and david.vn.com, and the passwords 1, 2, 3, and 4 created. Now we should get a user created with data and David's ID, and cool. So we got successfully user created. So my idea is after user created successfully, trying to send it to login, and let's see. So after got the user successfully in the user, so let user component, and then I should set state, and then it got a callback. Right, id. So now login this user by curl store dot login. Sorry, so login here. It's login with email and password. In with email equal, so loadout function dot get user email, and the password equal get user password. Alright, so I think that should be, and this case, alright, I'm trying to do right after success we so it take to this unset it, or some, for example, to display this by color this, and then we hide it user pop up right user. Right, so it should be token, right, so user, and here, so let's see in user, and so the user is not need, so we do this simply and remove that. Right, again, or from the case email my domain column 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sorry, it should be create account case. Alright, back something like that. And 1, 2, 3, and 4 is create. So we got user created, but problem is, alright, let's see about post parameter. no parameter because Alright, after user successfully, we get a user. Alright, we got a user. Now password is a null and empty is a null. So in this case, store we can return should be response and user equal exactly response dot data, and here reserver response dot data. But problem is now when register callback it's a user object, but when we call to login now should be from this user. So call back to user, we are not going to use this and we can do this by underscore. We are not going to do this let. So we should get the password exactly from user or state even. And here let's try again. First thing I'm trying to robo3t and remove case and David from our chat DB. So we got this is the case, that David and case. Now I'm remove case and again. Alright, so I think it should be refresh my server because something catching in user. Okay, try to sign up with case back, something like that, and case mydomain.com and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see what's up. Created new car. Alright. Underscore get is not default. So problem is user underscore is a loadout, but right, look at right, something happened. Get our user component above get is not function. Store does login. So I'm trying to do this user.email and here should be user.password again. Trying to create a new account. Tom submit, and here Tom account and 1, 2, 3, and 4 is the password of Tom Smith. Create again. Now should see Tom is login. It automatic login after he registered. So refresh this. Okay, and now Tom should be able to create a new channel. Right, so now you got a method because no more channel is Tom account. So now searching for Toán Nguyễn Đình, and here I'm trying to hello Toán, and are you there? Alright, this. So he showed me is offline as well. Cool. Now I'm open Google Chrome and log out Calvin Smith. So inside out Calvin, I'm trying to log in with my email. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now Mr. Tom should see Toán is online. Cool. And I'm saying some messages. Hey, hello Tom, welcome. Hey, how are you? So Mr. Tom should see me. And one more problem I want to fix is I want to my message it should be on the right hand and the user message should be on the left hand. So it's much better for reading. So in this case, let's open our messenger file. Alright, so I believe it should be in CSS file. So open new tab and I want to start start watching by cd to app, and we have a cd to source file css, and now this app.add.css file. So start what app.add.css. So now go ahead to modify app.add.css. gk open, and I believe in where is it list all methods, member methods, right? Cool, where it does method right here. If the method is of me, I want to show this on right hand to flick n, right, and default the method should be flick star. Alright, so now let's see again. So my method should be show up on right hand, and user part method should be left. So again, hi Tom, right, this is show up, and here Tom, you can see me in the left. Hi Tom. Alright, right, hi. Okay, so cool, much better. Alright, one more property in our backend. So, and when we set in the last video, alright, we got server, and it should be in the model alright connection. I believe when we send new stylus, let's close all tab, trying to in user. So what about update user stylus? So the first thing I'm trying to do is first update the user case of case user. So how to do that? It's very simple. You can do so two ways we can do. The first thing we can do is like this: card user equal this.user dot get by key should be user ID, and so in this case do by if user, and then user dot online equal true, and then user equal user dot set user ID to be user. Right, so I'm going to modify this, so it should be let user. This is the first way we do to update a card user. So second way to do it is much better. This dot user equal this dot user dot update, and the first parameter is a key user ID, and next parameter is user. I'm going to use alright, so here we do check. Alright, so return user first, and we check if user, and then here we set user dot online equal parameter is online true or false. Right, that's just much better. Cool. And then we also update in our database. Much better. Can refresh it, should work, and should work. Tom submit should work. And let's close up my name, and now in this Tom to see my offline. This is the last video how we did that. Okay, so one more thing, I want to implement the sign out button, and here. Alright, so get back to our application in component and user bar or user menu. We got a list of our user style button equal style store.style. So we can do by check this. Right, by current user equal store.get current user. Alright, so we check one line of code A if user, and we show up the sign out button, or the Y don't show it. Alright, so that works. And now app should be refreshed. And again I click sign out button. Now no more Alright, no more this user menu. I think should be hide this. Use profile and change password should be hide. Alright. So my profile, let's remove door. We are not going to do that in this video, so remove it later. And here my menu is empty. Alright, so we can do check in this by do the menu. And for the array we return noon. That means when the user will show up the user menu, otherwise it should be outside of user menu. And let's copy that, otherwise return null. If user a page. Let's see what happened. Alright. Alright, cool. Let's see what happened there. Again, to undo what I think. Let's remove that. So we can do this by wrap this into a div. So I make a user by check if user, then return this. Sorry. Alright, here if user check this, otherwise return null. Here close up brackets, and here let's copy paste this. So we sign in, no more this. And when sign in with my name 1, 2, 3, and 4, hit enter. Now we should see a button. Alright, so somewhere is a new, it show up. Alright, so should we remove this? Again, wow, cool. So my menu users sign out, and we can add a new menu item later when about I want to change the password, change email, and show up in the pop over right here. Alright, so sign out. So problem is when we do sign out, I have to do in call to the backend. So we can do this store.signout. So let's see in our store.signout. Searching for signout. Signout. Right, here's sign out button. So the first thing we need to do is user is new remove token and user ID. So I can do this by dot to string, replace this by underscore get user g.user underscore ID, and default give it null. Alright, so now we remove this. Just better. Dot to string get user ID. So we got a user. So here I'm trying to do request to backend and log out this user. So simply you can do by service.get. So get what is about API logout and API user logout, something like that. Alright, so logout with its header. It should be option. Here cost. So I got problem with my keyboard. Cost option. I don't know what happened. Alright, so what happened to be header? Alright, so inside header we got it. The first thing is the authorization with exactly token ID. So how we do get token ID? So card token ID equals this dot token dot underscore ID this, but I'm trying to use a loadout function for better, and we don't have to verify this token is undefined or something. So this, right? So problem again, keyboard's problem. This, alright, I'm tired with you. This get the dot token, and here underscore ID and default give is null to do that. So in this case, if we get a token, so we can do by this option. So that is how it's works. And we serve it gets user logout with token, but we don't have the user logout in the backend. So let's open it and you should see a problem. For example, I'm trying to log in with me. 1, 2, 3, and 4 login. And here, let's clear this and open the network tab and hit the sign out button. Now see the not found an API endpoint because let's see about parameter in header. We got what happened? We got and route header should be a token right there. Right, authorization we use it to detect the user's login. So we have to do this in a backend service. Let's open up router and create a new more endpoint. Let's copy this first and API me. So I think we can do API user me, API me, and logout. So simply I can do by cross API logout. Alright, so API me logout. So now in this case, API me and logout. So get method from API me and logout. Right, so here we got this app.get API me and logout. So we have 3 parameters with request, response, and next. So let's give it a little bit space at the bottom. Right, so in this case I'm trying to do copy, right, a get token right here, with that. And here we close this. Okay, so and right, my keyboard is automatically show up, right? I don't know why. Right. So in this calc arrow we return response dot JSON stars. Alright, start for example in this case, alright, set deny JSON arrow with new object matrix equal set deny, and here, right, so in this case when we got a token, and here we try to do this token dot logout. This dot model and token this dot app, or even this app dot model and token dot logout. So we call this app token logout, and we have to do create a new method in our token. And so this can do simply return red dot start 200 and JSON. Alright, JSON should log out should be it's maths. Set like that. So I have no idea to return after user logout. Maybe it should be this course, but I'm trying to give a success course. And so we have to create new logout method in our model token. So let's open token, and here try to make a new function. Right, logout. I'm trying to pass a user ID. So we got a user. So cars user ID equals the first thing we need to do is to string and token dot user ID. Okay, so we got user ID in logout method. So here with user ID and user ID, and I believe so logout with token. I think that's logout with browser logout with token. So we don't need token ID. So logout with token object include ID and token ID. So here we need to do a. So we don't need a movement. Let's remove this and import underscore from logout. Right, so in this case we cut token ID equal right 14.2 string and token at underscore ID and cut user ID equal underscore to string with token dot user ID. So the first thing we need to do is remove token object from case. So first thing to do, remove user right token from cat, and here do simply can do by this token equals this dot token dot right remove with token ID. Again we do by then we have to remove. Alright, I think okay, so don't remove the user. Keyboard problem again. I'm sorry about that. It's automatically show up. Alright, so one more time is need to do call this dot app dot model dot alright connection dot alright remove user remove connection. So I'm trying to remove connection by user. So path user ID. So we have to create this remove connection by user ID. I don't know what's about how do we remove this. So I think we don't remove this because there are a lot of user with token with the same user ID, but a lot of connection. So we don't do that. Just remove the token only. Okay. So now I think should be work. Again open network and log in me first. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hit sign in. Everything okay. And clear the console. Again, I'm trying to sign out one. Now we got gas back with the method with successfully. This is how we implement the user ID. And alright, cool. And one more thing, if the user logout with token, we remove this, and then we have to delete alright this token ID from token collection. So I'm trying to do this by this app.db.file and remove. Right, find and remove with query about. First thing we have underscore ID equal new object ID. Let's see object ID imported to be now token ID. Right. So yeah, let's do that. Find and remove. So I'm trying to make a find and remove MongoDB and see what happened in the document. Alright, find and remove. I don't think find and remove is this. And I think insert commands delete. I think delete. Alright, delete with collection. Alright, and remove. MongoDB find and modify. So let's find and modify, and I'm going to delete. Okay, so first thing is the query. So let's try this and delete. Where's the ID equal object? And here I'm trying to, it should be two parameter, arrow and info. And so now console log arrow and info again. Now let's see. Let's open the token. Now it's token should, and again I'm trying to log in with me. And 1, 2, 3, and 4 we got this. And after this, let's see what happened in our backend server. And so let's see again. I'm sign out one, and what we see. Alright. Don't see anything. So I think the problem is the delete. Change back to, right, I'm missing collection and dot, alright, remove. Alright, remove collection now be token. So I'm sorry, my mistake. Here, remove should be like this, and again, one more time. I log in with my email address 2, 3, and 4. Sign in, and now let's see in our backend. It's a login and a sign up. Sign up. We got this. Cool. Right, got this. Got is new. Is the arrow is a new. So my wife just calling to me. Alright, so we got this callback with the console is log in the console is new, and this means delete is successfully. So let's again, I'm trying to empty all the document token. Now again, I'm trying to log in with my email address. Alright, so this 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now refresh the app, we got a token right here. But after login, I think the token should be removed. So cool, no more token key right here. So that means, and someone else uses that token and no more validate. Cool. So that is how we can implement logout in the backend. So okay, so don't do this. Remove this, and I want the logout to be a reject. Sorry, unpromised. So you can do return. Sorry, alright, return new promise with two parameters, resolver, resolver and reject as an arrow function. Alright, so in this case, do this return if error. Check if error, we reject. Alright, error. And all the way resolver. Alright, resolver 2, for instance, in this case, resolver info. Alright, it's whatever you want. So in this case, that is how it works. Okay, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye for now.